thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
This is our second year doing Muse of the Month. So
Oh,
you will be the second interview of me actually being on camera. So the first year, I wasn't on camera at all.
okay.
So when me and Sean came up with this concept, we wanted to kind of highlight black women in different realms of greatness, right? I have a 17-year-old daughter. Um, and I really wanted her, like, now we're in the social media era, the social media age,
Mhm.
where kids learn everything from their phones. They learn everything from cameras. So outside of being an influencer, I kind of wanted, from my standpoint, I wanted her to be able to see, and the world to be able to see, that black women are great in a lot of different ways. You have social media influencers, but then you
Mhm.
have people who do other things that influence. So that's kind of the basis of
That's
Ms. Edema. So I
amazing.
really appreciate you coming to do it.
Thank you for having me.
So introduce yourself first and foremost. And
Ah,
where you from? What's your name? Where you from? And
okay.
then we'll go into the rest of it.
Okay. Do I just look at you
Yeah,
or okay.
it's a conversation.
So
Fuck all
okay.
these ugly people here.
Okay. So I'm Tacir Roberson. And I'm originally from the Bay Area, California. And then I've been in Atlanta for like since 2012. So that's like my home now. But yeah,
But you never home.
literally never home, which
Like
is
even now,
crazy.
off camera, on camera,
Mm-hmm.
you was just telling me you just flew in from Dubai.
Literally.
So when was the last time you was home before you got back home?
I can't even think. I feel like the last time I was home for longer than like 2 days, which is really just like a week, was like June
Wow.
for like a week. And then before that, I was not home either.
So that's interesting. But like for the people who don't know, you're a world touring dancer. How did you get into that? Before we get into who you dance with, where you
Mm-hmm.
danced at, how did you like? Was this something that you were just born to do?
Um, I feel like when I was 4, so I've been there since I was 4,
Mm.
but like my parents put me in everything. So they put me in like soccer, basketball, volleyball, track, dance. Like they put me in everything and they let me choose instead of like just putting me in what they wanted me to be.
Mm.
So I was able to like try everything, and then eventually it came down to like basketball and dance, which I wasn't even that good at basketball, but I liked
You
it.
ain't touched the basketball since you've been here. It's a basketball goal
Barely.
right
I mean,
behind
I
you.
try to have fun, but I'm not that good no more. I was short too, but I chose dance over basketball, so then I just stuck with that. So I've been with that ever since. So that's how I started, and I do feel like it's like my God-given talent because it is something that's natural. Even though I trained in it, it was always like natural for me, and I loved it. And I did it on my own. So yeah, I don't even know if that answers your
It
question.
does. It
Okay.
does. So I play basketball. Basketball is actually my second love.
Mm,
I initially I wanted to be a football player, but I wasn't growing fast enough.
I feel
So
it.
I was like, all right, I could hoop. But I think at a certain point, as a kid, when you're good at something,
Mm-hmm.
you get to a certain point to where you realize, hey, either I can do this for a living, or I can't,
Right.
or it's just like it's just a passion.
Mhm.
When did you realize you could be a professional dancer?
I realized like it's random, but this dancer named Simran Player, I
Mm.
used to see her on YouTube when I was like living. I used to live in Texas for a minute, and I used to see her on YouTube. She was like a B girl, and she would like be in regular classes, but then I like would see her in like on live stages with Missy Elliott, commercials. Like she was doing commercials back to back. Like she was just everywhere. And so, and she would never know, but I literally just worked with her. I didn't get to work with her, but I saw her on a job recently. I think it was this year. But she would never know, like, she's the reason why I started to take dance serious. Like, I randomly was like, I could actually, like, make money off of this. I can be on TV. I can do, like, bigger things. Like, this could be a job. Like, but through her, I, like, realized, like, I could really do this, like, for a living. It's not just, like, fun.
So she would probably be like your personal creative muse.
Weirdly, yeah. Like, yeah, randomly, yeah.
Do you
In a
think
way, it's been a lot of different people, but
over time? But she's the
she's
smart.
randomly the person that is like, wow, I could do this. And she was young, but like the same age. So I think I was just seeing somebody my age that was like professionally dancing. That's what really like made me realize like, okay, I could do this. Yeah.
And then how old were you when you realized that?
Ooh, maybe like sixth grade.
Sheesh.
So what age is that? I don't even know what age it like
11,
12, 11?
11,
Yeah.
12.
Yeah, so that's when I realized. And then we moved to Atlanta, and then I got around actual like industry people. Because back then I didn't know anyone in industry like. And then I got to Atlanta and I saw like people actually working that I was like dancing next to in class. So that's when I finally like understood like, or knew how to go about it, like the agent and all that stuff.
I think like growing up, I'm from Georgia. So
Okay.
growing up, I think and I always have this argument with people, old Atlanta versus new Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
I think when I first started, I'm from Albany, Georgia. So when I first started really coming to Atlanta, I was around 14.
Okay.
As a basketball player, I was coming up here with coaches and different people doing shit I wasn't supposed to. Like I probably went to Magic City the first time when I was like 16.
16.
Like I was just doing stuff ahead of my age. But I
That
think
feels,
old Atlanta was creative Atlanta.
yeah.
New Atlanta is Hollywood. It's like Black Hollywood.
Yeah.
What do you think is like the biggest difference in the scene now of Atlanta versus when you first started kind of breaking into the industry?
Oh, when I first got here, I feel like I got to Atlanta when everyone started leaving and when it became like I think I saw like the transition.
Mhm.
But I didn't get to enjoy the like real Atlanta as long as others did. But I do know like when I first got here it was so like the talent is just so raw. Like I feel like people came to class to like release and like release their day, to vent in a way. Like it felt very like organic.
It wasn't to be seen. It was more
No,
so
I feel like
like
everyone is
this
here.
what
They
I
just got
need to
out their
do.
job. I feel
Yeah.
like people came to class and they're getting undressed, like getting in their dance attire, taking out their earphones. Like it was just so like raw. But now it's definitely not the same. But back then it used to be so. I don't even know how to explain like the atmosphere. Like I feel like you just had to be there.
And I think I always explain it this way. When I first started coming to Atlanta, you had to go to South DeKalb Mall and you had to go to Greenbrier. Now people come to Atlanta and they go to Phipps and Lenox.
Yeah, I used to have to do like my first couple of jobs, like a car and bike show or like the little stages. I think it was Greenbrier,
Mm-hmm.
but it was like a little stage, and I had to dress up as like some character. I had to get it. I did like small stuff before I could really get into the industry, and I feel like nowadays they don't even go through that anymore. I don't even know if those little stages are happening inside the mall
Because
anymore.
the stage is Instagram now.
Yeah,
Like
which
it's
is
no real
crazy.
step progression. It's like you either go viral
Mm-hmm.
or you don't do nothing.
Yeah,
And I think it kind of ruined it, right? Like, do you
for
think
sure.
those stages made you better or made you love it
For
more
sure.
than if you would have just went viral and took off?
I think for sure. I think it definitely played a big part. Like I don't know, it just made it more raw. Like you had to come out in front of an awkward mall audience and then make them smile, make them want to dance, make it not weird. Like you had to give them what you had. It was raw. It was Atlanta. It was a little ghetto, but it was great.
Little
Like
ghetto is
I
good.
think
Little ghetto is
yeah, like
good.
I think those experiences are great. Like dancing with like little like for me, I think it was a car bike show. I had to dance with like young little like guy artists and like
You can't even remember his
it's
name.
giving no I
Like,
can't which
was
is
it?
bad. No,
Was
but
it?
there he's so cool. I just wish I could remember it. But it gave like mindless behavior, like
Mm.
or like little Jacob Lattimore. Like I came in the age where it was like OMG girl, Jacob Lattimore, mindless behavior, like other artists coming up like them. And so I think that plays like a really good part in like growing and performing in front of crowds instead of just expecting the best
Yeah.
and all you want is like the best and then when you get there you never been through like the struggle or the training so you don't know how to, if you had to entertain an awkward small crowd you
You
wouldn't
wouldn't
even
know
know
how to
what to
do it.
do. or it'll make you uncomfortable, or make you be like, it's not. But if you've gone from the little to the big, like it's gonna make you appreciate it more.
I
I
think one of the things that we're missing in culture as a whole, right, is people are doing things more now for popularity than for passion. Like this studio has nothing to do with basketball. There's a basketball goal in here strictly because I love basketball.
Yeah.
I argue with everybody on the team about where to put it, if we should have one in here, but like it just does something for my day when I can come in here and pick up a basketball and shoot 5 times. Even
Yeah.
if I don't gotta come in and play a whole game. I'm old, my knees hurt, all of that. But it's just something about passion. And I think creativity used to be about passion. And now it's about being popping, like having followers
Literally,
and all of that.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it
But
so bad.
but I do one of the things I in the research, it was very hard to research you. It was
Really,
very hard
I believe it. I believe it.
to research you. It's easy to find your credits.
Yeah, yeah.
It's hard to find the person, right? So I think one of the things I loved about researching you is you don't I can tell you focus on the work it. You like your credit sheet is long. You work with everybody from Missy Elliott to you just came back from Dubai with Chris Brown. You work with Beyonce. You work with everybody that people just want to be around. They don't necessarily want to be around them to do things that they're passionate about. They just want to be around those people so they can show it off, right? But I think the one thing I loved about you, you had an Apple interview that I listened to, like a podcast interview that I listened to, and a couple other things, and I'm just like, I can tell you care about dance. The being on the biggest stages means something, but you literally care about
Yeah,
dance.
I do.
How do you not lose that in this industry where it feels like everybody is working to make you do shit that doesn't have anything to do with passion?
That I think because I just don't lose sight of why I got here, why I even started. Because, like, for me, I had to, like, even now, I have to realize, like, when I, like, get down on myself, I have to realize, like, me and this person next to me, we didn't start this for the same reason. Like, some people, I used to watch Michael Jackson and be like, I want to, like, dance like him. Like, I want to feel like he does. Like, I didn't say I want to be Michael Jackson
Yeah.
or I want to, I didn't want to be him. But some people want to be their goal is to be the star, to like be famous. Like my goal was never that. It was I wanted to dance, I wanted to perform, and I wanted to be a great performer. Like it didn't give. I wanted to be like the star, the have the fame, be a celebrity, have all the followers. Like, and I have to make sure like continue to separate myself and not get drowned into like what other people want. And also like just being around my family just keeps me grounded, and it doesn't let me forget like why I came here. It doesn't let me like lose myself. Because being in an industry to where
You will lose
now
yourself.
it's like TikTok, it's followers, it's sex appeal, like it's all the things that it's attention wanting. It's like the being friends with the artist, acting like they're friends, and to get the fame, to get the followers, to get this and that. Is like that's not why I'm here. I'm here because like I love dance, and that's it. It's
It's
nothing more. I
nothing
don't
else
want
to it.
nothing. I really don't want the fame. I don't need the followers. I don't need the celebrity. I don't need nothing. Even though that's what is based off now. Like if this world is going to like you only get this job if you have this amount of followers. If you suck up to the artist, if you beat someone down just to get to the front, like then it's just not gonna be for me. I'm gonna grow out of it, and that's fine. Cause that's not why I came here.
How much do you think like having that resume already allows you the freedom to make those decisions to not have to do the bullshit?
I don't think it matters. I don't think like my resume helps at all. That's what I'm saying. Like I could have the best resume and it's not gonna matter. I'm gonna the person with the more followers, the person that kiss ups the most is actually gonna get more opportunities than I am. I've lost some just because of that. But I've also gained some because people know my personality and they know my talent. And it speaks for me better than anything else can.
And you
Or
know when you get the job, you got it because of you.
yes, and that feels better to me than anything. So, and that's always been my thing. Like, I'll be in the back of the room and I'll be seen for my talent. Being in the back, tell me to come to the front. So I never just, I still am getting chosen over because of the following, because of the kissing people's butts and stuff like that. But I'm good. Like, I'm fine with whatever I'm gonna get because that's my goal is to still stay who I am and make it to wherever I'm supposed to.
It's so funny because like when you was doing your photo shoot, Lauren, who production manager extraordinaire, right? Also fellow
Shout out to
dancer.
Lauren.
Shout out to Lauren, Erica, Ashley Thomas. I
Yeah,
always call her by
everybody.
her full name. I do that to everybody, but
Oh my
Lauren,
god.
while you was doing your photo shoot, I was telling Lauren that I'm a studier of people, right? So one of the things I love about dancers is y'all have presence, like the star. But because you're a dancer, 9 times out of 10, you dance next to the star. So you don't have like this center of attention, like drug. Like you don't need to be the center of attention. You have the same presence when you perform, when you show up, even in your pictures. Like even when you're nervous, you have presence. All of us can see it on screen where you might feel nervous. So I think dancing, it's certain roles in like being a producer or being a coach where you have to be you're just as important
As the artist.
as the artist or the main key player or whoever it is, but you don't you don't necessarily lead with ego. That seems very important
I think so.
because I think if you lead with ego, eventually this industry will trick you.
I will.
It will dangle enough candy in front of you where your ego will take on and you become somebody completely different.
And I've watched like people that like were friends turn into something else or like I've just seen so much. So I'm doing my best to like just stay on the right track and not become that.
So friends, that bring me to a very interesting question, not even on my list.
Oh.
How often do you get hit up for tickets?
Huh.
This is a very important question to me.
It's actually not that bad because me, I'm very to myself. And so the friends that I have are like my friends at home. Like I'll call my friends regular because they're not industry people. So like I have regular friends. Those are my friends. And then in the industry, I don't get too close with too many people. But there are some people that I barely know and that ask me for tickets and they have the audacity to. I'm
Like,
like, cool. I'm like, since you had it, I'm gonna look out. Why not? Like I don't really care. But I do get asked a good
I'm a
amount.
little pissed off.
You want a ticket?
No, so I'm a I'm a concert
Okay.
person. I'm an event person. So
Okay.
like when Beyonce came here, when was Renaissance? Whenever it was,
Yeah, yeah.
I gave away 10 tickets.
10. Well, dang.
See,
10 is
but
a lot.
I probably had 100 calls because people
Oh.
just expect me to have
No,
tickets.
mine's not that bad. Yeah.
See, that's messed up. Like you dancing with her and you don't get 100 calls.
I don't.
I never met Beyonce and I get 100 calls.
Well, also my friends that are dancers, they understand like it's really hard to get it. So they also are. If they ask, it's like, can I do that? Like it's always polite. Like it's never like, girl, give me 2 tickets. Do you have 2, 3, 4,
They don't
5?
know you gonna get them tickets. They like,
They're like wondering because they know it's hard for us. Like people that get tickets are like dancers. We get treated the worst. I would say straight up. So we probably get the least amount out of everyone that has a job on any camp. Like we get the maybe I'll see.
but y'all got the same hours,
Probably more.
probably more
And
hours.
we're so, like we do a lot. We deserve so much better, but yeah, we don't even get it. We don't get it like that. We don't. I could not have 10 tickets. Like you had 10
It
tickets.
was it was the worst day of
It's
my life.
amazing. But that's
Look,
hard.
I'm in the Beehive, right?
Okay.
I'm a Beehive member. Like
Okay.
my card is stamped.
Okay.
Me and Lauren had a Beyonce playlist
Okay.
like battle, and she lost. She lost. I want to say that on camera with
I'll
my ISO.
ask her.
She lost.
Ask her.
But I'm a fan of greatness, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So being that I'm a fan of greatness,
You're a fan of Virgos.
come on. It's too early. It's too
Okay.
early
Okay.
I'm not gonna say
Go
I'm not a
ahead.
fan of
Go
Virgos.
ahead.
I am a Beyonce fan. I am a Kobe fan. I am a Michael Jackson fan. But Gemini's win. Anyway,
Okay.
I like. I think I probably seen Beyonce perform 15 times. I've probably seen Jay Z perform 30 times. The people that I'm a fan of, I every time they go out, especially as they get older, I'm like, you don't know if this Beyonce last concert. You don't know if
I
this is
feel it.
Jay
Like,
Z
are they
last
gonna
concert.
stop?
Like I don't want to be the fan that decided to sit this tour out
And then it was what?
and then it was the last one. But I also like to let people experience it, right? So getting into touring, what is your favorite tour you've personally worked on? And then what's the tour you wish you could have went on with somebody that you've worked with?
My favorite tour was the tour I just did with Victoria Monet.
Okay.
My favorite, like the best. That's the best tour I've ever had in my life. Cause the treatment was amazing. She was cool. It was just three of us on stage. Like it just felt like Dream Girls. It was so cool.
Now
Um,
I gotta find the footage.
it's good. That show is they like we did the best with what we had. Like we had a new stage every show. It was just like that was just the best tour. Even though it was crazy circumstances, like
That's kind of shocking
best,
because you
best.
would think touring with the new artist isn't gonna be as much fun as
Which that's what I'm
the
saying. It
big artist.
shouldn't have been, but it was the best. Like they made the best out of it. Like
That's dope.
yeah, no, I could do a whole interview on that tour. That was the best tour of my life.
What's your favorite city
Favorite city
on that tour?
on that tour? That's a hard question. Probably Charlotte. It was my birthday, and she shouted. Well, she told me happy birthday on
And
stage.
they wrote about it.
Yes,
They wrote about it.
yes, she wrote about it,
I
which
did
was
my
like, I'm
research.
like,
I did my
okay, I
research.
see.
Did my research.
She definitely did. That was, I just felt appreciated, and I don't think I've ever felt that appreciated on a job. And for a dancer, it's so hard for us to be like we can't even get our names and credits when we're like the biggest part of a music video sometimes, and we can't even get the credit in the caption. They have to
Sean
be
Craig don't never put the dancers in the credits. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. He
he's
ain't even
like
over there.
no, he's not here,
He ain't not over there.
but no, that we never get credit. So that was the best tour, and Charlotte was the best. It was my birthday, and I had so much fun. I had such a great birthday this year, unexpected. But an artist that I wish I could have went on a tour, Taylor Swift,
Really?
because she gave her dancers a raise, 50. I don't even know how much, but she gave her whole team a
So you know you
raise.
finna start something, right?
What?
Cause it's been the Swifties versus the Beehive all year. That's created by another. What?
Well,
That's
I'm
created.
gonna say I haven't seen. I just seen. I'm gonna just say keep it
Keep it
clean.
clean.
I
We're
saw
not. We're
her
not
give
gonna get you
her
in
team
trouble.
a raise, and that is why I would love to be there. Because wow, you appreciate them that much. Like
That you gave
I would
her.
love to be appreciated that much. Like yeah, if I've been with you all year, I've been away from my family. I miss so much just
That's
working.
another part of it.
Yeah.
This this is technically not where I normally get into the personal side, but you
Okay.
said you haven't been home a week since June, right? Or more than a week since
More
June.
than a week, yeah, for sure.
So as a businessman, I always have this fight of like, you make time for what you want to make time for. I don't be gone 6 months at a time or 3 months at a time. How does that affect not even just your dating life, just your personal life with family, friends, all of that?
It's actually kind of complicated, but like I'm not even a good texter. I'm not a good caller. I'm not nothing phone. Nothing
Nothing
phone.
phone.
Nothing. Nothing phone.
Sound like somebody's grandma.
Cause I feel like I am sometimes. Cause I get overwhelmed with my phone. I don't even like being on Instagram. I go on Twitter because it's funny. But like
See, I'm a
me and
Twitter
my
over Instagram person.
yeah, it's funny. Like it's gonna make my day sometimes.
Don't
But
follow me.
like, huh?
Don't follow me.
Don't, cause you're gonna
I'm
talk
problematic.
crazy.
I'm problematic.
See, no. Gemini, crazy.
Creative. Creative.
Anyways, creative. Everyone wants to be creative. But like me like balancing like for example like Lauren, like I haven't seen Lauren since December, but we're like cool friends. Like I have a lot of close friends like to
You
where
can take her with you next time. No, I'm
no,
joking. I'm
no.
joking. You cannot take Lauren away from me.
She but just an example, like, but we stay in touch when we can. But I have a lot of friends that have an understanding. So it's hard for me, but I do have like a close knit, like I can count on my finger, which is just fine. Cause at the end of the day, when I come home, I just want to be around my family. Like,
Do you think it
I'm
helps
good.
that they can see your work? Like, I think so. This is like my second career,
Okay.
right? So before I start opening the studio, I used to work in the medical field,
Oh, okay.
and I worked in the medical field. I was a traveling specialist. I used to repair surgery instruments all over the country, right? But especially, I'm a little older. I'm 35. When I was doing that, you didn't document everything. So like now, a nurse or a CNA or something might have a
Yeah.
Instagram page. You might be the
Yeah.
popping
Yeah.
CNA on TikTok.
Literally.
We wasn't doing that, and I
Yeah.
couldn't explain. Like you couldn't get on Instagram and see me at work yesterday.
Explain.
People
Yeah.
can kind of get
No.
online and see that you had a show last night. They can go find some footage of it. Do you think that helps people not trip about you being gone?
I think so, but still, some of my like family, like I mean, some of my close people still trip because I can start a conversation like right now, and
Then start this interview and then
then I
not reply.
reply tomorrow still, like, and it's just because of like just life, like, because I'm self-employed, so I'm always working no matter what. So, like, even right before this, I was checking my email for another situation. So, and then after this, I have somewhere else. Like, I'm
It's
always just
always gone.
always going, and then sometimes I have to remember, like, oh my God, you have not posted on Instagram, and I hate it. Oh, you should probably post. Like, so it's just, and then I have to go through my pictures, be like, okay, well, what should I post? And I hate that. Like, it's not fun. That's what I'm saying.
It's
Like,
not because it's not
it's not
natural.
fun to me. It's not
It feels
natural.
like a
Even
requirement.
taking pictures, like, I like taking artistic, like, environment, but it's not of me. I don't like taking selfies. Like,
But
it's
that's
just,
what Instagram used to be.
yeah, it did. That's what I'm
That's
saying.
what it
If it was
started as.
like that, it would be fine, but like, it's not. And it's,
Cause like I feel like if you go on tour and now your feed has to be so curated, right?
mm-hmm.
But like if you was on tour and you took pictures of your favorite building you saw in Charlotte and you was driving through
That's what
some
I'm
and it's
saying.
just all stuff that you're seeing,
Yeah.
it wouldn't feel like a job.
Yeah.
It feels like a job now.
Exactly. And that's the only thing I feel like I've given into of trying to do better with. Everything else I haven't, but like Instagram, I'm trying so hard. Like, and my try is really, it looks like I'm not, but like I am.
Do you feel guilty that you're too busy sometimes?
Sometimes like, cause I miss important things. Like I miss my sister's graduation. I miss my nephew being born. Like I missed a lot of cool stuff, like important things. I miss my mom's birthday every year. Like my dad, like I made my dad's last year, but it's just things like family wise, it's just things you will never get back. But unfortunately, as a dancer, we don't get to take summers off. We don't get to just take time off because you never know if a job is gonna be there or not. I'm trying to get out of that mentality, but I definitely feel guilty a lot because there's a lot of stuff I want to be there for.
Do you
But
feel guilty in your dating life that you don't have time?
yeah, but it's an understanding.
I never feel guilty about it because I always now. Granted, I'm a man, so I think we have like different responsibilities. I can
Okay,
never feel
right.
bad about going to work to provide the life that
Yeah,
you get to enjoy more than me.
I feel it.
So, and I think what happens with dating as a man is in the beginning, like if I was dating you, you might get to enjoy this in 5 years, but you don't know if we're gonna make it 5 years. So in the beginning, you need this effort,
Right.
and I'm not necessarily gonna be the best time manager when it comes to that. Cause
Yeah.
like even today, our shoot was supposed to be from what
I don't
two
even
two to
know.
six, 12 to 6.
Ooh.
It's like 9 o'clock. And if this
Oh
went
my
to
God.
tomorrow morning, I wouldn't care. As far
Yeah.
as like I'm gonna finish what we're doing
Yeah.
because it's important. I don't.
We just don't have a normal lifestyle, so I think you have to find someone who's like understanding
But
because
everybody wants to be in our lifestyle, or they think they want to be
they
in our
think, but they
lifestyle.
don't understand. Like you can't. It's nothing you can explain for sure.
True. What is something that you feel would be your next step? Because at some point, maybe you're gonna get tired of touring, or maybe you're gonna get tired of, dancing with artists. Like, what do you
Hmm.
think is your next step for Tacir, whether that's in dance or pivoting to something else?
Within dance, I feel like I want to be behind the scenes. Like I always liked making videos, editing. I like creative directing. I have a lot of visions, different visions that I would love to like either help someone make their vision. I like to help. I like to help.
It's
I
dangerous.
like to create and help.
It's a dangerous passion.
Why?
One, having a passion for helping people is very dangerous
No, I get you.
because helpers
Not in that
normally
way.
attract takers.
I feel that, but I think I don't. When I say help, I don't mean in that way. I just feel like I don't really want to be the choreographer. I'd rather be like the assistant choreographer.
Interesting.
In the space right now that I'm in, that's where I'm at. And then I'll probably eventually get to wanting to be a choreographer.
That's
But I
interesting.
like to dance still, so I don't want to be a choreographer. You barely get to dance. And when you're assistant, you get to help create, and then you get to do it too. So
So,
it's like I get to do both. That's fire to me.
so if you and Lauren decided to
Hmm.
do a project, right?
Hmm.
Your name naturally is probably more industry known, right? So your name would help it more. Would you rather be the marquee name or the name that's not on the credits? Because you talked about not being in the credits,
It depends
but you get to do the
on
same work.
it depends on like if Lauren's a choreographer and I'm her assistant, then I'm the assistant. I'm not gonna put my name up there if I'm not
But
doing the big work.
would you rather it be the opposite? Let's take Lauren out of it because we love Lauren.
But no, it doesn't matter with the person. It depends on the job I'm given. If like it just depends on the job I'm given. I don't. It depends on if I'm made to be the choreographer or assistant. It just depends.
Interesting. That
Yeah.
says a lot about you though. It's kind of consistent through this interview so far.
Yeah.
Like, again, I study people. I think you just really care about the work,
Yeah. That's it.
which
That's
is
it.
also dangerous because if you look at certain things, like I could pull your credits, but it's people in
Hmm.
this room who are great at what they do, right?
I'm a good people reader, so like you don't gotta worry about me. I'm a good reader. I'm like, okay. I'm a amazing people reader. Like I can tell if
But you
someone
thought I
is
was a Scorpio.
genuine. I mean
I'm just
Gemini,
I'm just messing with you.
Scorpio. Ooh.
I'm just messing with you.
Which one do you want?
So, next question. Oh Lord, drop my mic.
Oh, that's important.
Yeah. Great, we still good? Next question. I based on your credits, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've been to one, two, three. In theory, if I'm looking at your list of credits, I've been to at least four things that you've been on.
Really?
At least four.
Okay.
My favorite is the On the Run tour.
Okay.
Now, I'm a little bit more biased to the On the Run tour one
Okay.
than On the Run tour two.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I've kind of went through this process of, because this year we shot a lot of people. We
Mm-hmm.
shot a lot of big names. I think the way people pick their projects says a lot. But then as a dancer, you were saying you kind of you won't
Yeah.
know if the job is there.
Yeah.
What is something that you've turned down that you wish you didn't turn down?
Mm. Oh, the color purple.
Really? The new one?
Yeah.
Why'd you turn it down?
Because at the time it was like the vaccine thing.
Mm,
That's a whole
that's a
nother
whole nother
can.
beast. It's a whole nother beast.
Yeah, it was a whole. I didn't have it yet. I didn't. It just started. Like it just started and it just came out, and so I did not have it yet.
So they shot that long ago? That's crazy.
Yeah, that long ago. But and yeah, that's a whole nother thing. That's literally a whole nother
Have
thing.
you seen it?
Yeah, I just saw it yesterday. It was really good.
Do you being in production? Anytime I watch anything now, I dissect it.
I know, me too.
Do you do the same?
Do the same. I'm
What
looking
would you
at
grade
everything.
them?
I think it was a 10. I would say a 10.
As a movie or as far as the movement?
I mean, I was more focused on the movement than anything, and I think it was a great.
I'm scared to go see it.
Well, it's like the original, like it's long, like the originals was long, so you'd be
Like
awake.
2 hours, 3 hours.
So I feel like it was like 2.5. Felt like 3, but I think it was just 2.5 or 2. But you know the original's long. You seen the original, right? Yeah.
That's why I'm scared.
But
I'm
it's
biased
more.
towards the
But you
original.
just have to feel like realize it's a musical now. Like it's a real music. Like it's more dancing. It's more singing. It's more theatrical. So if that's not your thing, you're gonna be like, dang, what is this?
I think I can be. I'm a writer first, but I think if I go see Color Purple, I have to decide which lens I want to look at it from. Do I want
For
to look
sure.
at it from a production lens? Do I want to look at it from a writing lens? Or do I want to just be comparing it against the old one? I don't think it's fair to compare it against the old
No,
one.
yeah, don't.
We don't have those same kind of anecdotal things.
Yeah, I wish I could have seen it without seeing the original. I feel like
Then it would have just had
then
a
just like,
clean
oh, this
slate.
is like cool. Yeah.
Clean slate.
Mm-hmm.
You were in one of my favorite music videos. Which one do you think it is?
I do not know.
I told you I'm in the Beehive.
Ape shit.
It's one of my
Oh,
favorite.
okay.
It's one of my favorite videos.
Yeah.
I think the video is amazing. Number
Yeah.
one, like the movement in the video
No, that was
is
crazy.
crazy. It was shot in the Louvre. I don't want to say it wrong. That's crazy, right? But I think I'm a breaking barriers person, and I think that's why I love the video even more. Can you talk about that process?
Oh,
I don't know how many NDAs they made you
no,
sign.
yeah, no, I could talk about my process, but like it was, I don't think at the time I didn't understand what was going on because I was younger. I didn't really understand what was really going on. So now that I do, I'm like, whoa. But we shot it at like, I feel like it was like maybe midnight. Like it was going into morning because like I think because of probably of course because it had to be closed at the time. So it was so late. We kind of did our like fittings on set. I feel like I we in LA. I think we did like an audition for. Oh no, that wasn't even a part of that. Never mind. But anyways, I don't remember how I got this. I got chosen to do this like solo part, but I went to like this random school there to rehearse. On the way there, I got in an accident in an Uber. Crazy.
In
Got an
Paris?
accident in Uber. Yes,
That's crazy.
in Paris. And then I got there to rehearse this part that I didn't even end up doing it in the video. And then we just randomly shot the video at night. We're getting put in like Balmain dresses. I don't know how they say it, Balmain or whatever. Put in designer dress. I've never been in designer dress. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm barely taking when I tell you I don't take pictures,
You gotta start
I
taking
have no
pictures.
memories in my phone when I should have been like, oh my God, taking pictures of everything.
You could take them and not post them.
I know, but that's how bad I am. I'm getting better now. But I can't believe I have like no memories on my own.
You gotta send Lauren with you. Lauren got the best BTS
She's
of all
great
time.
at pictures. I
Dog.
should. I wish. I wish.
Dog.
But it was amazing. We just would go to different sets, different parts of the museum. Be like, okay, now do this, do this. It was the most simple stuff, like whatever, just flow. We would like learn it on the spot. Be
So
like,
it's
just do this, do it again,
improv.
repeat it. In a way, but we had Celie there, he would give us like certain movements that we kind of practice. But he would switch it up, and just in the moment, he would tell us to stand there. Now everybody move, dance, now stop, go slow. Like it was just that type of like improv. And then she would just show up to the set, do her thing, show up, do her thing.
Kill
We'd be watching them. I remember watching her and Jade do the thing by the waterfall from like up above, where like I think it's like the cafe is actually at. Watching them perform that, it was just crazy. It was so just on the spot. We were going with the flow. I had no clue what was going on. I'm like, sit here. There was one part where we practiced this thing over and over, and she was getting like behind each of us because she just learned it on the spot too. And then she just did
crazy.
it. She's amazing. Yeah.
The execution of that video, you would have never thought
No,
that y'all
literally.
did
It was so good.
it seemed like y'all practiced for a year to do that.
No. I hope that wasn't part of my NDA, but like no, it was
That's
on
fine.
the spot and it was amazing. Like she's
Do
a
you
G.
get to enjoy this stuff? Like, do you get to enjoy like the magnitude of the stuff that you've been a part of?
It feels like I don't because I'm in my head a lot. I'm a Virgo, so I'm like overthinker. Like I went to go see the Renaissance tour with I took my niece. So I got a ticket. They gave me a ticket. But I got
Here?
to see I got to see the stage in the stadium, and it actually just finally hit for me. Like I used to be on that with this, and it hit me in that moment. Years later, like this is like what it felt like, and I got emotional. I'm looking at all these people just be here for just for her. Like she was on the stage by herself. It was the slow songs in the beginning of it, and I'm just looking at everyone like
She's just
they are
standing in the middle
literally
with the
here for
dress.
her, and I'm in the suite, so I'm far like up top. And she looks so small on this huge stage, and all these people in a stadium, just like. And I used to be next to her, and people are here for her. People are crying, screaming for this one lady. And I used to be on that stage with her. That's how moments tend to hit for me. It tends to hit way after. Because in the midst of it, it's
You're
hard.
just in it.
It's emotional, it's hard, it's tough, it's stressful, it's hard. Like dance is not easy.
It's kind of like in a smaller scale, music videos, right?
Yeah.
I always tell people the music video is only enjoyable for the fan. Like
Because they're hard.
our very first video here, is Chris Brown's "Go Crazy" remix.
Oh,
Now, granted,
yeah.
he shot
Oh, tell me.
he shot his part in LA,
Yeah.
but everybody else shot here.
Here.
So this is my
Fire.
first time owning a studio. This is my
Ooh,
first
stress.
big music video. I don't even know if I can say this on camera, but fuck it.
Look.
Young Thug had 50 people here. They all got guns. They all hostile.
Entourage.
Future got 30 people here. They all hostile. They all got guns. And they not really, some of them ain't cool with some
Give
of
me
them.
entourage.
Then you got Dirk in a trailer, his people here. Then you got Young Thug, Gunna, like everybody, right?
Everyone.
But it's
yeah.
also, we didn't even sign our lease yet.
Ooh,
So we got property management sitting in on the video.
Oh God.
All of this is
seeing
going
everything.
on. 16-hour shoot. And I'm just like, when it's done and it's out,
Yeah.
you get to enjoy it and look what it came at. But I didn't enjoy a single minute. That's probably the most stressful night of my life. Because I'm
Music
like,
videos are so
this
stressful.
can all end today. So I can kind of see it being like that because you have to execute. And then you're executing with people, Chris Brown and Beyonce and others, who are known for perfection.
Literally.
So it's not even like,
It's pressure. It's pressure.
who's harder? Who's harder to work with between those two?
Is it like what I have to do or the person?
Both.
What I have to do, the hardest job probably is Chris, dance wise, because it's like we're going hard the whole show. What are y'all arguing about?
Go ahead.
Dance wise, like the whole show, we are going crazy. Like it's no breaks, a bunch of costume changes. We're actually like dancing like for blood. It's not even like background dancing. We're going in the whole show. So it's the most tiring show so far. And then to work with, like artist wise, even if I had to say, I probably wouldn't tell you.
I would have cut it if it
Honestly,
got bad.
look, because I'm not gonna tell you who, but there is one artist that I probably won't work with again.
Tell me off camera.
I will tell you
Tell me
off
off
camera.
camera. So me and Lauren have this debate
What?
about who's the better dancer,
Okay, who?
Chris or Sierra. I say Sierra. She says Chris. The reason, and I'm gonna give you my mindset first, right? Granted, I'm not a dancer. Y'all are dancers, so y'all are gonna grade by metrics that I just don't understand, right? But I think their talent level of dancing is equally as high.
Yeah.
But I think women just look better doing certain things.
I feel it.
So that's the tiebreaker for me. Lauren thinks I'm crazy.
The fact that y'all have this debate.
But she like a, it's like Jesus did Chris. So for her. So
What?
I'm talking about for her. Like in her brain, you got Jesus, then you got Chris,
Oh no.
then you got Beyonce, then you got everybody else. I don't even know if that's true.
Sierra's definitely not a better dancer than Chris Brown, but
She's not.
All right.
She's not. And also, he's training so much.
Now, I'm comparing prime for prime. Sierra ain't, outside of the video she just did, like she ain't been active every year for the last 15 years.
Okay.
But prime Sierra was a beast.
No, that was my inspo. That was my girl. Aaliyah
So
Sierra, that
am
was
I
my
tripping?
girl. No, you're not. But like, I think Chris has like trained in crumping. He's trained in popping. He's trained in all the things, like literally with the people that are like OGs of it. So I think he's just literally like
He just
he
got more.
is
He
that.
got more in his bag.
Yeah, he just has more in his
What's
bag.
the video? What's the song they did?
Them two together?
Yeah.
How we roll, yeah. What you trying to say?
I'm watching them side by side, and I just feel maybe it's because I'm a
It's
heterosexual
too
man. I just feel like
well,
she
yeah,
looked better
you're
doing
more
it.
attracted to, but I think they both killed that video, so it was giving.
All right. So I'm giving you $1 million
Okay.
to choreograph for a artist.
Okay.
Who are you picking?
Choreograph for an artist. Ooh. I don't know. To choreograph for an artist.
I stumped her.
Who?
I stumped you. I made you.
You
Stop.
did.
I
You
got
did. You did.
I got you.
You know who I would do? Because I feel like I would get the, because I'm gonna have fun. I'm about where I'm gonna get the bag, where I'm gonna have fun, good spirits, have a great
I
time.
love when the
And I
political
feel
stuff
like,
start spinning in your.
and I feel like that's Taylor Swift. Like, girl, let's have a
But you
blast.
got the money already.
I got the money already.
I'm saying you're gonna get $1 million no matter who it is.
Oh, no matter. Okay, so I feel like I would choreograph for. It's so hard because I told you choreograph is like not my passion right now. So it's like
Creative direct.
creative direct. Okay. I probably do like. You got me stuck again.
I know who I want to creative direct or produce for, but I think
Tell me yours
the
first.
end product is gonna be fulfilling for me. I think the process of working with said person is gonna drive me nuts.
I think I know who now, but go ahead.
Who?
Kanye.
Yep.
Yeah, I love him.
And
He's crazy, but I love his music.
he's a
He
genius.
is a
Name one genius
genius.
that ain't crazy.
No, you're right. He's a genius. I
And
would
half of the team
definitely.
here has worked with him before.
Really?
And they have like a 50-50.
Well, I'm sure.
But I just feel like I'm cool with having a miserable week or 2 weeks to have a great product.
I feel at the same time, like I don't know if I would just do an artist, like I might do like a clothing brand. Like
Okay,
creative direct, like a
let's get this
commercial.
brand deal. Who you want to do the commercial for?
Look, I feel like I can do something with really any. One brand that I do love is I love Diesel. I just
I
have
didn't
a lot
expect
of
that one.
dope concepts, just in general, that I think would be fire for just to get someone's attention, like an ad for a clothing line, because I would incorporate like movement,
So on camera, how much you gonna charge me to creative direct for the studio?
creative direct for the studio.
Yeah.
I don't even know what those prices supposed to look like.
Good.
Oh no! See that?
I
The people
overpay.
I be talking about.
I overpay.
No, I don't even know. But if I'm just starting, I wouldn't even, cause like I'm just trying it out. So
If I gave you $1 million, would you not work for a year?
would I not work for a year?
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
I want to work in my house, get ready for the
No,
next year,
you can't do anything in your field for a year.
and dance.
In entertainment, you can't create direct for nobody.
Yeah, I'll do real
You can't
estate. I do
practice.
real estate.
No.
So I got it. I'm good. Yeah, I will not work. Give me that million. I will take the million.
Rapid fire. East Coast or West Coast to live.
Oh, West Coast.
Hip hop or dance hall.
Hip hop, dance hall. Ooh, dance hall, dance hall.
Love or success.
Love.
Women always lie when I ask that question. You know why I say that?
You gotta love what
I
you're
always
doing.
no
You gotta love.
romantic love or success.
Romantic
Get
love.
50-year marriage or the best career you could think of, however long that is. It's this or
Oh.
that. It's this or that.
It's both of both.
See, women always break the rule. I always say, I only ask this question normally during Muse interviews, and women always say love. But I'm like, I'm literally asking the most workaholic women I know, and they all say, "Oh, love." If that was the case, you wouldn't work that hard.
But I feel like I can't just be I need some type of love to be happy. So
This is true.
if I just need success and my family is not by my side, like no. I'd rather just sit at home with my family broke doing nothing and be loved just the way I am.
This is the Gemini in me.
Okay.
I ain't sitting nowhere broke happy with nobody.
With my family,
You put
I'll
my
be
whole family in the
good.
house.
I'll be
Not doing
good.
it.
I need love. You can't just be working and be no.
What advice would you give a young Tacir?
Just relax. Because I was stressing. So I would say just relax, like have more faith. Have more faith instead of trying to have more control. Just
Have more
relax.
faith instead of having control. I think
Literally.
that's the
Because
quote
I
of the
was
interview.
just like, why is this happening? I need to do this, do that. I'm like, God has like, He's had my back. So I would just tell myself to just relax and keep doing what I'm doing.
Last question. Other than Chris Brown.
Okay.
Other than Chris Brown.
What?
Who's the best dancer in the world?
Who's the best dancer in the world other than Chris Brown? Michael Jackson.
Living. Cause I'm a little biased.
What are you gonna say?
I always go for just to find dancers. I don't
Oh
ask me.
my God.
Me and Joey got a thing.
What? What? I can't wait to find out who that is. I don't know. I have who?
No.
Who are you about to say
No.
who was the best dancer to you? Go ahead.
I don't know who the best dancers. I just know the dancers that
Okay, and who
I
is that?
know of.
Who is that?
Everybody know Joey Chavis, man.
Joey Chavez?
How you say her name? You know who that is?
No, I do not.
That's
If
crazy.
it's an Instagram person, I do not know because I don't be on there.
That's crazy. Don't judge me.
And that is just okay.
Don't judge me.
By research, I do not know like who is the. I think dance has so many different. It's so hard to say. I have a lot of favorite dancers, but like to say who's the best dancer, it's so many great dancers and different. It's so many different types of dance. How can you? I would just say Michael Jackson because that's everyone's inspiration. Like I mean, he set a bar.
That's one of the things I loved about. Was it Renaissance? It was something I was watching where they just went through all these different people. And no, maybe it was the Michael Jackson 50, the Thriller 50. But they just went through all the different types of artists who have Michael Jackson in their
That's what I'm
performance.
saying. It's biased to say Michael Jackson, but it's just who I grew up watching. So that's why I just feel like Michael, he could do no wrong. And he's so
It's the Virgo.
natural. Maybe it's the Virgo. But I don't know. I don't know who the best is. I can't answer that question.
One of the things I like about performance art and like sports versus like rap or singing is you can have a definitive winner. Like if you put you and three other dancers in the room, you can be the best dancer in the room. I think that's why I kind of lean towards the who's who. But I am gonna get you and Lauren to battle one day,
No, we're not.
if it's not today,
We're literally not.
or maybe not battle. I'm gonna shoot something with y'all dancing one day.
Okay, that's fine.
I'll shoot that. Is that a good happy medium?
Yes, it is.
It's a happy
Perfect.
medium.
It's a perfect
You agree?
medium.
Deal. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
I love this.
This is
And
great.
now, I guess Sean can do whatever else he wants to do.
Yay, we're done. Hey, my name is Tacir Roberson. I am HBUC's Muse of the Month. Okay.